hold on. Disclaimer first. Alright? Let's do a disclaimer before I get somehow stampeded with all sorts of buffoonery. Disclaimer first. I know how these things go. People watch only 10 seconds of the video and then think they have watched the entirety of the video. I experienced this before. Don't you worry, but disclaimer first, then the video second. Disclaimer, I am not about to call a boycott. I am not about to put people with torches and pitchforks. I am not about to get sympathized about how wrong that I was and start crying out my ear. Start crying out my ears. That's a very, very horrifying thing to imagine, and also very silly. What came out of my mouth? Apologize. I just woken up. What I meant to say was eyes, but anyways, that is the disclaimer. I don't, by making this video, I don't want any of that, right? But what I am going to do is tell you my experience with the Green Man, and hopefully that will help you. So, first, let's start about what the hell I'm talking about. I'm gonna give you a little bio of what I'm talking about. Essentially, Green Man Gaming is a site where there's a lot of discounts on video games, even video games that aren't even released. They discount their pre-released games like 8% or 10%, depending on what the game is, and you can save quite a bit of money. And that's exactly what I did recently. Was, you know, I had an account on Green Man Gaming before. I have bought like 15 or 14 or 13 other games successfully, right? And I saved quite a bit of money, you know, because at that time Steam was not doing a discount on that specific game, but Green Man was. And every time I wanted to play some old games, or I felt nostalgic, or I wanted to pre-order a game but with a discounted price, like let's say Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 was my first time interacting with the Green Man, right? And instead of $50 for the Super Citizen Edition, I think I only paid 40 something. I don't remember. The receipts are in that site, but I decided I don't want to visit there anymore. And I'm going to show you why in this video. So, a recent history on why Nigel Mill am I making this video. Oh, by the way, I'm Nigel Mill. Welcome to another video. I haven't said my intro. Well, fuck it. What's done, it's done. So, recently, the most recent game that I wanted to play was Monster Hunter Wilds. And if you notice, there is no Monster Hunter Wilds on my channel. So So something happened. So one of my most favorite Capcom franchises. Uh, Something happened that I'm about to show you, and after that fiasco, after that incident, no more Green Man. I am here in this video to warn you the dangers of trusting the Green Man. Actually, not just the Green Man. I am here to warn you about any third-party resellers for video games, because there is a danger to them. Obviously, there's always a danger with anything in the internet, but this danger I specify on they might steal your money in a legal way, so to speak. And hey, like I said on the disclaimer, I'm not here to bring anybody in pitchforks and torches. I'm not here to create a whole debacle, a whole drama, a whole fiasco. This is not what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what my experiences were in order to save you money and worries or troubles. So, beware of third-party resellers, and also beware of Sony, even though they're a first-party reseller. But, I mean, first-party seller, not reseller, but, companies have policies that might screw you over. Like, let's say, for example, Sony taking off National Geographic movie from the store and stealing your money and not refunding it in any sort of way. I think it was National Geographic, right? But you get what I mean. Policies change with or against consumers on a dime. It doesn't matter if they're first party sellers, it doesn't matter if they're Green Man, it doesn't matter, right? Policies can essentially steal from you while not being able to suffer consequences for their stealing, because laws are extremely outdated and pissly poor made right now, right? But again, I'm not here to start up any drama. Without further ado, this is what happened to me, right? And I try to make this as quick as possible, depending on my reading comprehension skills. So, Green Man Gaming. A while ago, I wanted to buy, or I did buy, Monster Hunter Wilds code for Steam. But when the day came to, input the code, my Steam didn't let me. And I'm about to show it to you, and in this ticket, form that I've created and then interact with a staff member of the Green Man. So, but something went wrong in the code redeem of Steam, and the guy explains it to me here. And then I, when the ticket is considered solved and they tell me, was I good, I'm satisfied, or was it bad, I'm unsatisfied, and then I got to put a comment. I put I put something in there. But anyways, let's start. I don't want to hold you for too long, but here's the thing. Here, my first reply, when I made the ticket, this is what I said. Once the code is written on Steam, there's a message saying, not available. Sorry, but it is not available in this country. Your purchase has been cancelled. I do not understand why this happened, because I have purchased about 10 other games from Man Gaming, and yet there has been no problems redeeming a code until now. That was the message where I started my ticket, my support ticket. Then, obviously, I am going to cover all names, I am going to cover all usernames, all emails, all account details, but this is what the one of the employees replied to me. Hello, blank, which is me. Thank you for getting in touch with us. This is I'm sorry to hear about your issue. Could you please provide us with a screenshot of the region listed in the Steam account so we can investigate this further? I have attached an example of this as a reference. Kind regards, blank. Customer support, Man Gaming. This is, I know that these people are just following a sequence that they need to follow because that is their job. But when I read this, this is the same exact structure that I see in every single forums when an employee answers, and personally that irks me. That makes me feel like I can smell the corporatism from miles away, and I know that you're not going to help me kind of feeling, right? When they start off with this, hi, kind regards. I'm sorry that you have experienced such and such and so. I know that is the usual polite, structure of writing a message between an employee and someone you don't know that is seeking help for something, right? But it's just that I've seen so many of these, that I can feel it in my bones that, oh, here we go. You're going to butter me up. You're going to write nice words. You're going to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. And at the end of the game, at the end of the story, you're going to fuck me over by saying, we can't help you, bye. And that is exactly what happened. Anyways, it's just, I hate to use this word, but I hate to use this word, but it is a pet peeve of mine. I hope I never say that word ever in my entire life, but when I smell that coming my way, I tense up and say, here comes, here comes the same shit that I have seen and experienced every single time. But let's continue. So after this, I said, I have attached a screenshot down below, and I attached a PNG to it with this this employee gave me a screenshot of what I needed to screenshot, and it was the Steam's wallet location. You know, where Steam attaches your country to the currency that you're using, and you know it filters all the banned games from that country and blah 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 blah, right? You know, there's no VPN that can change that unless you change the wallet's country place and then contribute a certain amount of money to buying the game so your account is legit, and then it changes to another country and blah, you know, X, Y, and Z reasons happen. Right? That's exactly what the employee wanted from me, and I gave my own screenshot of the Steam thing that he wanted. And then, just as I suspected, just as I have deduced, here comes the fuckery. Hello, blank, which is me. We sell games based on your geolocation, which means that the region assigned to your key depends on which location the purchase was made from. We can only guarantee that your key will work for that specific region. You can see in which regions you can activate / gift a key directly on the product page as illustrated below. And it gives me the regions in which Monster Hunter Wilds on that page works for. And then it continues, for more information regarding regional availability, please visit our regional availability FAQ. That's how I like to say FAQ, the FAQ. If you didn't know, now you know. It just sounds better in my head. As this was purchased in United States, it will not work outside of this area. Puerto Rico, not a state. As such, this explains the issue. If you reside in this location, please update your Steam account region to match this and we'll resolve your issue. Unfortunately, due to the sensitive nature of the games we sell and in accordance with our refund policy, we are regrettably unable to offer you a refund on your purchase. There's a quote on the policy. Refunds or store credit may be issued solely at Green Man Gaming's discretion, and every refund request is treated on a case-by-case basis, taking into consideration the following conditions. The game activation key, including any bonus or beta keys, has not been disclosed to you by email or webpage. We apologize for this inconvenience and thank you for your understanding. Kind regards, blank. Customer support, Green Man Gaming. Didn't I tell you? When I saw the first reply, I smelt the fuckery coming from miles away at that point. This is exactly what I mean. Look. Here are the scenarios, right? You could think that because I didn't see the how many regions this game was available in the product page, that you could say, hey, that's my fault for not clicking on the available regions and highlighting all the available regions that product of the game was available in. Then I say to you two things. Why is it hidden? And why can I purchase it if I can't redeem it later? You know, Green Man Gaming, when you make an account, you set a country to where you buy, right? Because you need to put your wallet. you need to put your credit card in the system in order to purchase games, right? So what I am most confused about is, if I was wrong X, Y, or Z reason of not looking for what the game code would be available in what country, again, why can I purchase it in the first place if it's only for those countries and not my own? Two, why do I need to click on a hidden thing? And it just, I don't understand, right? These they talk about we sell games based on your geolocation, right? Tell me, why the fuck would I be in Afghanistan? Tell me, what, for what rhyme, reason, or motive do I need to be in Libya to buy a game? Tell me, of the 14 or 13 other games that I have purchased on the site, since all of them come from the US or Puerto Rico, why the fuck do I need to be in Albania to buy the game code? You know, that geolocation system is bullcrap, right? It's just something that they put on the policy saying, oh, this is how our technology identify you as, and therefore, because the policy says so, we can't do anything about it. Thank you for your money and bye-bye. That's exactly what they say. And this is why I say, beware of the green man. They will steal your money and then put a policy quote right in your message saying how they did steal your money without giving you any refunds for it, right? So I just don't understand, right? The 10 other times that I bought a game in the site worked flawlessly without any problems, and some of them were pre-orders, games that have not come out yet. I would expect a game made in Capcom, which is their HQ is in Japan, right? I would expect the region log to be in Japan, but it is not so. It is in Afghanistan and those other places. I just they're trying to gaslight me. Either I'm missing something, or they're trying to gaslight me so hard that they think I'm mistaken or stupid. But in my opinion, that geolocation bullcrap is a excuse to say, oh, trust me, bro, our geolocation technology is working completely fine. Look at all these statuses on a forgotten Reddit forum 5 years ago. Look at all these statuses. It's still working now, I assure you. You can't prove it. I can't prove it. Trust me, bro. We'll steal your money. That's exactly what happened. So, if you're wondering why I don't have Monster Hunter Wilds in my channel, then this is why. Because some fuckery happened. And then at the end of this, I had a choice to basically do a comment. And this is my comment. How would you rate the support you received? Either good, I'm satisfied, or bad, I'm unsatisfied. Guess which I picked? So this is my message to them. The so-called geolocation technology must have been acting up that specific day because if I'm not mistaken, Green Man Gaming just legally stole my money because XYZ sentence of a policy said so, without offering anything helpful in return or that amazing geolocation tech. Wow, how amazing. Could have at least refunded a never returning customer, but who am I to judge, eh? Not like I know where my geolocation is when I purchase a game code that I can't activate. I love buying codes that I can't access. Let me see outside the window. The stars align in a certain correlation of the position of the I'm in Puerto Rico. Let me see. My phone. Google Maps. Let me see. Where is my location right now? At the middle of the ocean. Is Afghanistan at the middle of the ocean? I don't think so. Yeah, that's my home right there. I can see it. Oh, I can see my district too. My main street. My sector street. I can even see my home here in 3D from a satellite dish. Wow. Is this... Let me zoom out. Is this in Afghanistan? Oh. No. You know, I'm done with Green Man Gaming. after that bullshit that they just tried to spew my way, trying to justify their incompetency for stealing my money legally, I'm done with Green Man Gaming. You know, and that is the point of this video. I am not going to say boycott, you know, Green Man Gaming, even though they probably in the future they are inevitably heading that way. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not trying to badmouth as much as I can to Green Man Gaming or any other third-party reseller. This is not the point of the video. The point of the video is giving you my experience so that you can have a better conscience, better decision making, and better compass into what you are getting in for, right? There is absolutely zero reason that I would book a flight from Puerto Rico into Afghanistan and purchase a game there and then return back to Puerto Rico and do a support ticket claim. That is just lunacy, in my opinion. And the ISP that I have is in Puerto Rico. The company is in Puerto Rico. It operates in Puerto Rico only. And I have been using it for my computer exclusively. Right? So there is zero reasons as to why that amazing geolocation technology shouldn't have pinpointed where I'm buying it from and given a right region access code to a game that I paid for in advance. Now I can't get the money back because a policy says no. Right? There is absolutely no reason of why this happened to me. There is no justification for it. And hopefully with this experience that I had, it would warn you or make you more educated in the aspects of, hey, maybe I shouldn't trust these third-party resellers. They have good deals, and I admit, Green Man Gaming does have good deals, because how else would you get a discount for a game that is just about to be released? Nowhere. Steam doesn't do it. Retailers don't do it, except if you're games like Redfall, Godfall, Forspoken, games like that. They're the exception. They don't deserve to. They don't even deserve to be sold. You know what I mean? So, joking aside, yeah, even without my money, Green Man Gaming is not going to go under or go into a financial crisis because of me, and that is not what the purpose of this video is. Like I said many times, I'm just doing this disclaimer again and again and again and again and again. Even if it's annoying to you, I need to do it in order to remind people that I am not the down with the corporation of Green Man Gaming movement. No, I'm not one of those. I'm just here to tell you my experiences, so your experience can be either warned or advised. So, I was looking forward to playing Monster Hunter Wilds when it came out and making a video of it. But maybe I did dodge a bullet, because right now I hear that the PC version of the game is unstable. Even though I have a 4080 Super, a game by itself needs to be optimized enough from the developers in order for the hardware of my PC to accommodate and account for the game. Let's say like Helldivers 2. When I made my video a long time ago that got downvoted to hell because there are a lot of loyalist, purist Helldiver people out there that play the game on a different PC with a different set of hardware, and they say, "That's your problem, bro. I'm not experiencing that, so you must be yanking my chain right here. You must be the worst. Yeah, your opinion doesn't match anything. You are a scum human being. I hope that you eat burritos and your shit doesn't come out of your bunghole." That if you don't see those kinds of comments, it's because I erased them. Just so you know. But yeah, for a game to be optimized, the developer itself needs to optimize it first in order for the hardware to make good work for the optimizations that the game developers include, right? It's not as magic as, oh, I have a 9090 NVIDIA graphics card and magically all games play out at 600 frames per second. No, that is a myth. There are some games that even with the best hardware imaginable possible, the game itself would not be able to be optimized enough to make use of the magically amazing hardware that you have. But I'm not going to start another fight with people. I'm here to say goodbye, Green Man Gaming. It was a pleasure until this happened, and I hope that other people will be cautious, that other people will be weary, that they could steal your money and offer you absolutely nothing in return. So keep that in mind. But you know, I don't know. I don't know what to do with the Monster Hunter series right now because, look, I don't support $70 games unless they are, let's say for a very minor example, better and more fleshed out and quality driven as, let's say, Baldur's Gate 3. That's just a very light example. Obviously, I cannot compare Baldur's Gate 3 to Call of Duty games and all that stuff, but it's a light example. I'm not going to start doing that because that'll take me another 10 minutes to explain what I mean. But this is just my policy that a $70 game, in my opinion, needs to rise above anything that has ever been done. For example, I need to smell the horseshit that comes off the television screen. That's how much that I need in order to justify that, yes, $70. Alright, I'll pay for the smell-o-vision. But you know, that's just an extreme example, right? But that's just how I feel. The short version of what I'm trying to say is, yes, inflation is a bitch, and yes, the developing cost of video games has risen, yes, but so have the amount of customers buying games. Each passing year, there is more and more people interested in video games and acquiring video games, purchasing video games, than there was last year. Just because your game is $70 does not reflect the quality of the game compared to other games that are $60 instead and have a much better story, character, exploration, combat, etc., etc., etc. That's my way of viewing things in that scope, right? And as far as I've heard, Monster Hunter Wilds is not that great of a shit. You know, that big mamba jamba of a game that justifies a $70 price tag, and that is why I went to Green Man Gaming to get a discount, because I only paid like $58 for it, right? So, but that whole conversation of whether I think it's worth $60 or $70 and what I would consider a right pricing for a game, that's right. That just strip your mind of that. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go into it. What I need to do right now is end the video, say sayonara, kiss my ass, Green Man Gaming. Forever will you not get my money ever again. I will not allow you to earn a single cent of my carcass, and unfortunately the only course of action that I have left right now is either in summer sale, hopefully, get a discount on Monster Hunter Wilds, get gifted Monster Hunter Wilds by one of my rich friends, perhaps, or just wait and in the meantime, maybe it's a good idea to continue playing in my channel Monster Hunter World and Rising and finish them, maybe, because I still need to finish Iceborne, and the only reason why I was putting off Iceborne for so long is because my computer couldn't record it well. But now that I have a better computer, then maybe it's a good idea to get back into Worlds. And Rising, well, you know why. I was playing co-op and I was having a fun time, and then my co-op partners decided to bail on me and leave me alone. That's why my spark for Monster Hunter Rising went out, basically, because I can't keep my friends playing with me far enough in order to finish a goddamn game, unfortunately. That could be my fault or it could be their fault. I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to finish this video and shut my mouth. Thank you everybody so much for watching this educational video, and I hope to see you on the next one.